Hello everybody. Today's date was 11th November 2022. As you can see, the market opened a huge gap up today. Almost Bank Nifty is around 600 points gap up. Before moving on to the Indian markets, let's move on to American markets first. And yesterday, U.S. Consumer Price Index has they have provided the inflation rate, and as you can see on the screen, the forecast was around 8%. But the actual percentage was 7.7. So it's really a huge relief for the American markets because the inflation was very high for the past year, and the previous inflation was at 8.2. The consumer price inflation was at 8.2, and and because of this 7.7%, which was better than expected at 8%. Yeah, and then looking at the Nasdaq index, as you can see, after release of this inflation rate, because it's very bullish and it's huge relief for this American markets, they reacted very positively for this, and they have opened a huge gap up, and after that, it made a huge big candle, big green candle, and you can see all the American indexes made a very huge green candles, and they ended up outperforming themselves. And these are the when best day for the American markets when compared to the previous year. Yesterday was the best day for the American markets with a very huge volumes and a huge big candles. And because of the US inflation data, all the Asian markets are ended up green, and we don't want to move on to all the Asian markets, and these are for the American markets. And now, yeah, let's move on to the India markets. Let's talk about Nifty. Yeah, and you can see currently time was 3:41, and the markets has just closed now. And because here you can see the P gap of Nifty around 270 points. Oh, so it's very huge. It's because of the US inflation data being very good. And after that, Nifty was very much confined to a little bit of space, and it hadn't shown any big movement. It's just confined to a small space. That's all. When coming to the looking at the day's candle, it faced okay. You can see that. Let me try to translate here. Oh, yes. As you can see, it faced a after gap make open gap up. Here it faced a huge resistance of where institutional resistance I call it, and people call that, because where institutions will not allow them any much further grow of the candle, because this is where the institutions will be trying to make it as a resistance. So as you can see today, it actually touched institutional ranges, and we have to see whether tomorrow is going to break this level or it's actually facing resistance and it will come down actually. So that's tomorrow we have to see about that. Whether it might go up or it might face resistance and come down as it happened on 18th of January. It, uh, because charts repeat themselves and history repeats itself in the stock market. That's all for the Nifty today. Coming to the Bank Nifty, it's quite gave a better moment than Nifty, and before going to the lower short over time frame. Let's move on to this. Yeah. Okay. It actually on the previous videos, I have told that this is the all-time high. So yeah, this is the all-time high of the Bank Nifty. Or let me just type it. It's all-time high of Bank Nifty, and that formed around 25th of October 2021, and after that it never came near, and it came here for the first time in the 15th September, and it faced resistance there, and it went down and some pullback, and it did do some retest. It failed to break that, and it again fall off, and after that it again tried breaking that level, and as you can see here, there is some accumulation happened for a few days to break that level, and it after that it again touched that area. Let me just zoom out. Okay, it again touched that area, and it again faced resistance and open gap down. And to break this resistance, actually the US data played a huge role because it was so much bullish for the entire Asia and entire stock market. So it actually broke in the gap up itself, and it doesn't even to trade. By the opening in the morning itself, it broke the resistance because that was a good sign actually. So that's the reason of that's the reason of breaking this all-time high. Okay, now let's move on to the lower time frame. What actually happened in particular today? Okay, after breaking of the of all-time high, because there are some traders who took call positions today, and after experiencing gap up, this huge gap up, they immediately started booking profits. So that's what happened today in the morning session, because this whole trading session, what happened was the previous day traders booked all the profits here. They ended up buying. If they are selling, they ended up buying, and if they're buying, they ended up selling today in the morning itself. So that's what driven the market downwards. And after profit booking, you can see here this was swing high. Uh, and it was also an institutional support area. Previously, it was a resistance, but it acted as support area. So that particular day, it acts as a resistance, and it pushed market down. And because of the gap up, it directly broken the resistance, and that resistance now today acted as a support. And after okay, Okay, after taking support here, the market rallied up very much high, and day's it broke the day's opening and day's high, and it went but it failed to move rally further. And after that huge green candle, it actually because no one expected to cross the day's high, because on the previous 2 days, as you can see them in the market, no, it never broken the day's high, and so it on the 9th of November it failed to break the day's high, and at the 10th of November it failed to break the day's high, and after that today it actually broke the day's high with a very big candle, but it was a very fake breakout. A market actually retraced back itself into the range of day's high, and it again tried its best with a very much big candle, and it again failed to break it. and it is after in the afternoon session around from where the European markets started opening, it actually traded in a range. It never actually had any view. It never actually had any momentum. It traded in a particular range between days high and swing low. So that's what Bank Nifty is today. And but for tomorrow to the markets, because the Europe Asian markets were very much good today, and there were very big bullish momentum around the whole markets. As my view would be, tomorrow it will not break this point. Okay, let me reset the chart. So my view would be it will take here this line as a support and it will move up, and it in case it broke this line, so it again this area will act as a support, and yeah, this will act as a support, and it might retrace back, and if it never broke this level, it will go up, and you can say this as a target or as a resistance, whatever. So that's my view for today's market and tomorrow's market. Thank you guys for watching this video, and we as a team are trying our best to make the best possible videos. So we really appreciate your support by subscribing to our videos. So thank you.